Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Lions, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down the kickoff, and this should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Gallagher, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Operating from the gun. Gallagher looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gallagher got his man. It's Williams.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gallagher. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Lions will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Out now Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Mevis knocks this one through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Miami set to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this out to the 34, out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Throwing on first down. Gallagher. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Gallagher. Over the middle, complete. It's Pratt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Lions are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. 2 and now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On first down, Gallagher. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first incompletion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 1st and 10, Gallagher throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down, Gallagher. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jerry Judy, 41 yards. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tua going to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. Going to look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gallagher, open man, he completes it to Jeudy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass,
and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Holding, offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just get the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw on second down. Gallagher. Yeah, he's got it. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for it.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Lions are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Tua. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. They find some open field here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through to the pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Dillon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Aiden Hutchinson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. On 2nd and goal, Tua steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
90 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Gallagher over the middle, complete to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gallagher. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A little juke, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And Hill with it over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Dancing to his left.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even kick the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams
With his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. On first down, Tagovailoa.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Miami set to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception.
bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Offside, defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Two and now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Draw play, Madison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, They feel just as...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be caught by Mooney. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught. Judy. And out across midfield down to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Gallagher. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down. Gallagher able to find Lazard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That one good for 24 yards. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team.
And now, on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock. The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. The current pick has been traded. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. Now on the clock, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. The Kansas City Chiefs, now on the clock. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. The next pick has been traded. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. There has been a trade. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded.